We are nearing the end of our little film project here, and the last thing that we need to do before we reach the final step, which is exporting it, is we need to go ahead and we need to add a title to this project. And the way that we're going to do that is very easy. We're going to head up here to the Add Graphics tab. We're going to click that, click the button that says Add Graphic, and then from there, if you look over here at this drop-down menu, there are several options that you have to choose from as far as what kind of graphics you want to add. There are titles, which is what we're going to focus on right now. There are transition graphics. This would be if you want to add a little bit of extra pizzazz in the transitions in between your assets. I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and we'll put one of those in here. All right. Let's go ahead and let's test that out. Let's move our navigation marker over. We're going to draw that out a little bit. All right. So let's go ahead and play that, and you can see what I'm talking about.
So some of you may be more comfortable going that route. Now, because filmmaking and podcasting are...
All right, so that is a transition graphic. So just one more way that you can customize your video and just kind of make it your own. All right, but in our case, like I said, we're going to focus primarily on the titles. Now, I do want to mention as well that you've got the overlay images. These are especially useful if you want to put in there a reminder for your audience to subscribe to your social media channel. This is if you are creating something for Instagram, TikTok, websites like that. All right, so we're gonna go back into titles. Oh, you've also got saved. I should mention that as well. And this would be for say any templates that you locate and download online. That is if you don't see any designs offered by Adobe Rush that particularly appeal to you. But I think that there's more than enough here to choose from. So we're gonna go back into the title templates. Once again, you've got just dozens of these to choose from. They are all they're very well done. They are professionally designed, so you can take a look through them and find one that is really going to stick out to you. In my case, I already got one in mind. I'm going to keep it kind of simple, kind of basic for this video project. We're going to go with the cursor title. So now that is added in there. Of course, I'm going to move this around a little bit. Obviously, I want to have that towards the beginning. It is going to it's going to place it wherever you have this this navigation marker. All right, so just remember that as well. All right, and as y'all saw when this title sequence was originally loaded, it was originally placed here on this track with the B-roll footage. I placed it up here, and that is because I may want to have the title play over both this image and this one right here. So I've got to place it on a track even above all those. That way I'll know that it is overlaying on top of everything that I've got here. So let's go ahead and let's play that. And let's see how that looks right now.
One of the many helpful features of Adobe Rush is...
All right. So we've got it playing over all of the footage. It leads a little bit into the dialogue as well. So I think the duration of it is good. And of course, move it around until you get it at the position where you want it to begin. In my case, I want the title to pop up when the transition into the sequence is complete. So I've got it starting at the end of the fade in here. All right. And to change the text of it, you're just going to double click on it. I'm going to go ahead and change it to, like I said, we're just going to give it a basic title for now. We're just going to call it English 1030 Practice. And obviously, y'all, the presets, they're really nice. They're really well designed, but you can certainly customize them a little bit more so to your liking over here in the controls panel. So you can change the font, you can change the text color, you can of course alter the font size, and you can change the look of the shadow underneath the text if that is something that you're interested in doing. All right, and of course we can change the character spacing. Let's see, we can change the line spacing. Now that, of course, is not going to affect this right here because we don't have any lines underneath it. And then we've got the baseline shift, so we can move it around vertically if we want. All right. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to add a little bit of a shadow underneath that text. All right, and of course you can also alter the look of any non-text elements in your title template. So we've got the shape here, and in our case, the only non-text item that we have is this small line right here, and we can change the color of that. I can change the outline, the shadow of it, all of that. So you can change both text and things that are not text as far as your title is concerned. In my case, I'm pretty happy with this as is, although I'm going to type in there, taking it a little bit further. I don't want it playing against this tree line right here because I do want the audience to see the shadowing behind the letters. So I'm going to go ahead and type in to make it a little bit more vertical. All right, reduce the distance in the shadows. I don't want it dropping too far beneath the lettering. Let's go ahead and play that back now.
One of the many helpful features of Adobe Rush is...
All right, looks good. So you can change the font, you can change you can change the various effects of it, and you can change the positioning of it. The title is now located where I want it to be, where it's where the look of it is a little bit more noticeable. There's a little bit more. It's a little bit easier to see the shadowing behind the letters, of course, and that is how you are going to add a title to your project.